Welcome to day 9. So this is our last day of our heart focused. Yesterday we had heart connect, or we had heart connected, we had heart focused, and today is heart breath. And I want to reiterate that because this is so important, and this is why we've spent 3 days on this, is because this is the power center. This is where we get things going. This is how we start to really know our power of creating worlds and connectedness and focusing on re-feeling these things, because we are de-thawing this experience out where we are just living and operating from a place of non-awareness. And as you upgrade your energy, you increase your awareness across all space and time, which is connecting yourself to knowing how we're connected to each other and how we're connected to other aspects of ourselves. So the heart breath is how we actively make that connection and actively connect that brain and that heart together, so we can fuse the two, so we're not operating just from our thinking brain and our processing. We want to focus on connecting and living from a space of the heart, making decisions from the heart. But like, how do we do that, So what the heart breath is to do is specifically breathing through the heart in a manner where you can check in with yourself, check in with your knowing, and check in with, am I making decisions and living from the place of the heart, or from my ego, from my brain, from all these different aspects. So as you start to, really try to explore this heart connection and really try to open this space up, you need a more tangible way to remember this connection. So we did the hand on the heart. We did the connectedness. We were focusing on this again. We're focusing on what we're feeling. But taking it a step further is doing the heart breath, which is going to really activate this heart space and really drop you into your heart space. So this is going to be more of an activity. So if you're driving, or if you're walking, or if you're not in a place where you could sit down, I would encourage you to maybe just listen and not do the activity, and then go back to the activity when you're in a space where that you can sit down, because you need to sit down, especially for the first time doing it. So I want you to be able to close your eyes, get in a comfortable spot right now. Just feel like your sit bones. Really let yourself land in the space of where you're at. And if this feels uncomfortable, probably because you're just getting used to feeling what it feels like to just check in the space around you. There's nowhere to be, there's nowhere to go. Just in the space that you're at right now. And there might be some resistance that pops up to just being right now. Let yourself feel uncomfortable. There's a lot of unknowns of, how long is this going to last? What is she doing? What's next? So let yourself have all those questions. Recognize maybe where you're feeling uncomfortable, or where you're trying to hide or avoid. Because in our resistance to going to the depths of things, our resistance to feeling certain emotions is actually the key to the next step. And where resistance sometimes can mean, oh, turn around, or this is not for you. There's a different resistance that stays in the body, or that is in the body. that is trying to protect you from anything that you don't view as being safe to feel. So open yourself up to telling your body and yourself and your emotions that it's safe right now to feel anything that comes up. And continue to feel your sit bones and visualize yourself sinking into your heart. So we're going to bring your attention to your heart, to your chest space. So as you're listening to this, you're getting an energy transmission through these words. Your heart space might feel a little bit heavy, maybe uncomfortable, maybe your breath feels a little heavier. I'm just going to de-thaw this space and melt away any barriers that you have put up to keep yourself safe. Really good. Feel that release. Any kind of movement in the body of burping or yawning, any kind of release of the body is just releasing things that are energetically lodged. So just let all those natural things happen. And I want you to put your right hand on your chest, on top of your heart, and your left hand on the ground. And feel the connection between the earth, even if you're up in an apartment building, even if you're sitting on top of your bed, even if your hand is not physically on the grass or the dirt. Visualize yourself connecting to the earth, grounding yourself, and pulling up that energy from that left hand, from the earth, up the arm, to the shoulder, and into the heart. And this grounding, loving Mother Earth energy is just swirling around in your heart now, healing and clearing anything that does not belong there. Anything that you're holding on to that has been limiting you or taking up space or holding you down or shaming you. Keep letting that Mother Earth go up through the hand, up through the arm, to the shoulder, into the heart space. And just visualize that pulse of energy. And anything that you no longer need, anything that she is clearing for you, is being carried back down into the shoulder, down the arm, back through the hand. And she's going to transmute all of that energy for you, taking that away and bringing back up that golden, divine, loving Mother Earth energy back up through your hand, up through your arm to your shoulder, circling in your heart space. And I want you to start to take your breaths through your heart. So as you take a deep breath in, you're going to rise your chest. So take a deep breath in. Hold it at the top. Let the Mother Earth energy swirl around. And exhale, release. And as you continue to breathe, focus that breath on your heart. Feel your right hand rise as you inhale through the heart. Hold it. And release. Continue with this breath. And anytime you need to drop back in with yourself, make a decision, feel overwhelmed, feel your feelings, need any kind of help or support, come back to this heart breath. Come back to the earth. Come back to grounding yourself in your heart. Drop into your heart. I want you to take your left hand from the ground and place it on top of the right hand. We're going to do 5 deep breaths through that heart. In through your nose. Hold it. And release. Deep breath in. Hold it. And release. Deep breath in. Hold it. And feel the swirling of energy just swirling around in that heart cavity, in that chest cavity, in that space. Feel it, feel it, feel it. And release. Deep breath in through the heart. And release. Last one, deep breath in. Hold it. Hold it. And release. Good. You can relax your hands. Just sit in that energy for the next few moments. Just feel what comes up. any kind of guidance that comes through. And as you start to come back into your body, once you start to stretch up your shoulders, put your hands behind your back if you're able to, and kind of push your heart space open. So arch your back with your hands behind your back. Arch and look up to the ceiling. You could keep your eyes closed. And just feel what it feels like to expand that physical space. Because as we expand our physical body, it helps us expand our emotional, spiritual, and energetic body. Because remember, it's all connected. Good. And you can relax that. Just start to wiggle your toes. And even if you want to take kind of a swirl of your upper torso and just move some energy, whatever you feel like your body needs right now, just do that for the next few moments. Good. Now you can open your eyes when you are ready. Beautiful. All right, so I'm just going to seal up that beautiful energy that you just created. Now remember that we are all our energy healers, and how we tap into that is through our heart space. While it is so important to receive healing from others when we need it, it is also important to know that you also have the power to heal and move your own energy. You can do that through meditation. You can do that through a lot of different modalities that you have already been using, like journaling and moving the body and stretching and really listening to what it needs. And we can also do that through light language that has been popping up in the field. So I will help solidify that with a light language transmission. But remember that you can tap into your own energy healing in your own light language. And the whole point is to bring back that power of ourselves, of that self-sovereignty power of knowing that you can process and heal and deal with what comes at you. And that doesn't mean that you don't need support and you're doing it alone, because we are all connected. But it does mean that you can take that on and you can realize like, oh, I can heal this. I can choose to change the direction and open my awareness. So this transition is just to help solidify that energy, that movement that you just did on your own. So proud of you. Okay, so this will just expand that space. You might still feel a little bit warm within the heart, and that's okay. You might feel a little bit sensitive after that, especially after the last few days focusing on that. That's okay. Just be gentle with yourself. If you can, maybe give yourself some time in your own energy field. If you don't have to run to the next thing, if you do, that's all right. Just know that you might feel a little bit more sensitive today. Okay. Itiri sitra drukotiri shitra mukotiri sitri sitra sekretari drostotu kodei shitrai. Aitari shito sekretari shitrai sekotei shitsara tei sekretrai. Ushatra sekretary shotra skapa trusuto tikitish trukatera bidushuto tikitish troi. Ushatrish quatrish shatrasis that the kids troi moqueterai. Ushatrish tikitrash troi the tikitrash sekretary to secretary soy. Ushasarati canto was a trish quatri mokashitis troitrai. O de shatais tetra secretary to it, I did a secretary secretary, so beautiful. I hope you have an amazing day. Let me know how that feels. I would love to hear how that, how you moved energy, what came up for you, what you felt after that. So leave a comment below, message me. I would love to know. So I will leave you with that, and I will see you tomorrow.